Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Zero Mission. A funny thing happened while I was making this recording, and it turned out that even though I carefully calibrated my audio settings, my voice was almost unhearable over the sound of the game. So, oh, and of course I also saved after I did the segment, so I can't really do it again. So I've opted to do my own voiceover after the fact, and add some music in the background, and other than this thing, pretend that everything was going normally. That is why the music doesn't quite match, and why you don't hear any sound effects. But enough of that. This boss is the not the Brinstar Worm, let's try that again. This is the Acid Worm. He, of course, lives in a pit of acid. And basically you have to shoot the little targets on his side. When he flexes his little claw thingy, that means he's going to jump out of the he's going to shoot out of the acid and try and ram you. That's when you have to jump up and hit the zip line and to go across to hit him while he's stunned. He's not a particularly difficult boss, especially if you use the super missiles that we got in Ridley. However, for some reason I didn't actually do that. I'm not sure why. Anyway, so one thing you have to do is not do that. Don't get hit by it, because it'll drag you into the acid, and it's basically general purpose nothingness. Okay, so once he dies, you can pick up his power-ups. Of course, remembering not to jump the acid at the same time. Now that he's dead, we can get out of here. Yeah. Basically, once you activate the zip line, that guy is in the way. You go through his room before, but you have to go through it again after you activate the zip line, and then he shows up. So yeah, now that we have the zip line active, we can actually get into the rest of Kratos later. I didn't bother to show off why you can't continue on beforehand, but you'll see in just a minute. I'm also going to pick up this power-up, which I ignored earlier for the speed efficiency purposes. Which also reminds me to mention the fact that I do not know what's causing this lag. After I made the recording, I played with everything. I tried disabling the sound, I disabled everything, and still it lagged. Not as bad as Visual Boy Advance does, but that's a different story altogether. So I'm guessing it's just this game which is lagging. Of course, last time I played it on the computer, I don't remember it lagging so badly. And I should point out that this was many years ago on a much worse computer. So and if anything, I would have expected more lag then. But oh well. Anyway, so this is the reason you need to activate the zip line. Those blocks get in the way, and if you fall down in that acid there, you can't jump up to get here. So you need the zip line. Anyway, I forget what I was talking about at this point. I do know that I mentioned that this crack block is where you have to go. I forget what's in that room over there. Probably just a power up, but yeah, we want to go down here. Kratos himself is, I think, just below this room, physically on the map. But anyway, over here is the last of the 3 unknown items. I won't spoil what it actually is, but you can tell what the icon is if you were paying attention. But anyway, now that we've recharged our energy and gotten everything, now we can actually go to Kratos himself. Let's pretend that I'm saying something interesting here, for the purposes of this Let's Play. Alright? Cool. This room, for some reason, was causing me immense difficulty. I'm not sure why. Usually, I'm pretty good at getting through here, without taking damage from every single enemy on the way. today must have been an off day when I did it. So skip the save point, and then there's another crack block here that we have to go through to get to crate. Normally you would have to go down and around to get here, but if you're good, you can just shoot through. So here we are at the second boss of the game. Second main boss, that is. Crate. If I was smart, I would have shot that at the super missile and beat him right there. But for various reasons, I guess I didn't. Crate is not a difficult boss. Although, for some reason, I usually found him harder than Ridley. At least I did when I started playing. I'm not sure why that is, because Ridley is actually more difficult. Especially on hard mode and that type of thing. Either way, now he's dead, and that statue is open. So, now when we go back to Turian, or when we go back to Bridgestar and up to the statue, we can get into Turian, the last area of the game. Well, at least the last area in Metroid. So here we get the speed booster from him. It of course lets us run really fast, and basically we can break through certain blocks. It's also used to rapidly exit Kraid's lair, in a way which I will show you what to do, but actually fail at doing it. Yeah, I forgot. You have to jump when you're standing on the left side of that little bush thing, not on the right. Then you shoot up through this pillar of blocks, which if you've played the original Metroid, probably causes you nightmares. This is the reason why, this wall specifically is one of the reasons why the original Metroid is so hard. You would have to shoot up through the blocks, and let them reform underneath you, in order to climb up this little shaft here. Here we don't have to do that, we can wall jump, or preferably speed boost, but I didn't do that. Yeah. So now, due to the lag, we won't actually get any action going on in Turian itself. For some reason, I don't know what this lag is all about. It doesn't lag on the real console, so I don't know I don't know why it's lagging so much here. Oh well, nothing can be done about that now. If anybody knows why it might lag so much, specifically on my computer, please let me know, because I'd really like to fix that. So this is, it makes it harder to control, because you don't know exactly what's going to happen. Is it going to lag suddenly at this part? Are you going to fall down to your death and demise? What? I don't know. But again, nothing I can do about it now. In the original narration of this video, I said something along the lines of, well, that's the last statue on the way to Turian, so I have to recharge now. But there is actually another statue that I forgot about. Probably because I didn't even go up to that area in the beginning. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Or like 10 minutes. This is... I've never actually done narration after the fact. It's kind of an interesting thing. I might do that more often. That way I'd be able to control the volume better. I used to do something like that similarly. Like, my Wandering Hamster videos, I recorded with a different headset. I had to record everything separately, like on a separate track, and then combine it with the video after the fact, which caused a little bit of desync between my commentary and the video. Actually, I don't know where it's going with that, because that's nothing like this. Because I was still recording commentary while I was playing. I was just recording it separately. But anyway, this is the passage to Turian, or to the statues. Yeah, not much to say really. Because I don't know why you can stand in that specific spot, but you can. And so now we go down. So, here we see the reason why there are no space pirates in either this part of the game or in the original Metroid, because they were eaten by Metroids. Unfortunately, we won't actually get to face the Metroid in this video, as you may be able to tell by looking at the timer, because we are out of time. So you'll see in the next stream why I was unable to re-record the segment, because I saved right